Don't worry, guys.
Right, as Imogen said, I'm Zach, that's Jake. We are autistic. Well, Asperger's, but company umbrella. Go to the next slide. Go to late twice. Come on, button. Jake must not had his word. Go, press it again. There we go. Right, is a neurological disorder means it affects the mind, it's the brain, it's something to do with. It's a mutation, really. It's basically a lot of hair colour, eye colour, that kind of thing. It's the way it rewrites the brain in a way, and the brain's the most complex computer, so it rewrites it in a way that normality does not seem to understand in a way. Hence why we're doing this presentation. One way you actually describe it is if you set up cables and you organise them properly, that is neurotypical people with disabilities or forms of psychosis. And then you have autistic, which is chaos, which is cables everywhere. You spend like half an hour trying to find the right cable. And there's multiple versions, and it varies from like severity. Like mine is quite mild. I can pass off as being quite normal if I wanted to, but I hate to. Whereas Jake is a little bit more severe. You can tell when the way he actually gets stressed. But there's people who have it so like to the point where they can't interact with people. They can't even go out without someone helping them. Like for example, a bit of a morbid one. I'm going to put this one in there anyway. You know, did you hear about that carer got shot in the US? He was caring for an autistic kid who was severely autistic, and he needed that guy with him at all times because he's so severe. There's various versions. There's Asperger's, me and Jake have. There's classic autism, which is like the guy in Florida, which is can't interact with life in general, couldn't do this, couldn't interact with anyone here, and is the stereotypical mentally deficient person everyone sees, which is wrong because they're incredibly intelligent, they just don't know how to use it. Then you have high functional autism, which are geniuses. They are brilliant at something. Like it could be, I have a friend who is high functional autistic who could draw anyone in his room and it'll be like a photo, and he can just do it in one look, just one look, boom, gone. Just like there you go, walk away. Just walk away like a badass, just gone. And he's actually in Oxford University at this moment doing an art degree. And he got in there just by showing one of his pictures. I have another friend who is a chemical genius. He knows how to make anything from the most dangerous item to the most useful. Easily, he just knows how to work. And you have autistic savants, which make high functional autisms look like idiots. They are the bona fide super geniuses of something. There's a guy called Derek Perovinci. I think I'm pronouncing it right, it's Italian. I can't pronounce Italian names. Who can, he's blind, he's absolutely blind, he's totally blind, he can't see anything. He can, if you can ask him to play one song, no matter how obscure it is, it could be the most obscure song and nobody else has heard it, he'll play it perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. It could be like a song from the 1920s. Like you'd think, hey, never heard of that. Plays it perfectly on the piano. And you can identify songs by hearing it, just one aspect of it, like one note, he'll know it. He's amazing. He was on the program Stanley's Superhumans, which is basically where Stan Lee has this guy who's the world's bendiest man, literally double jointed all over the place. Goes around the world and finds people's superhuman abilities, like that guy in India who can climb that wall without anything, just sort of flips around. And he found Derek Perovinci in the UK and had him display his talent to recreate and identify music like that. He's literally human iTunes, which is amazing. But there's also others. There's like aggressive autism, which is a form of autism that will show up at a young age, and then somehow magically it'll vanish. Like they'll get to like teenagers and gone. They won't have it. They'll be normal. Well, normal being an objective term on this one. And they'll basically go from being this energetic, crazed, unique individual to pretty much everyone else. Like that, magically. It's like the mutation seems to die off or is rewritten by their genetic code. Next one. No, that was another one. Yeah, switch. Go for it. Yeah, okay. Problems with it, there are many good things, but there are a few problems. Ignorance, which is why we're doing this, is to stem that, is to curb it and stop it. Hopefully eradicate it from the earth. We've got a long job, we've got a difficult job ahead. Another one is self-confidence. When I was younger, was bullied a lot, and that kind of screwed me over to a large degree. Well, a little bit eccentric as well, being autistic. I was bullied for pretty much primary school, secondary school, and that was about it, really, because I ended up turning the tables on one of my bullies. I won't go into the details, but let's just say he's scared of me now. Manipulation is quite a bad one as well. If they have classic autism or they're on a level of autism where they don't understand everyone else properly, they can be manipulated and do things. Like a bit in the old, I've edited this recently. In the old one, I put the example Lonnie from the Goonies. You know, he's manipulated by his family and that. Yeah. A bit like that. He's quite a good example of classical autism. Like, he doesn't understand anything, but he's manipulated by scum, basically, to do things that, in reality, he would not do normally. And that's one of them. It's a rarity, but it does happen. A really bad temper is another one. Yeah, I've really bad temper. I'm better than I used to be, but I've minimal control over my temper when it gets to a certain point. When it gets to a bad point, it's called a meltdown, which is literally every negative emotion we've had in our life being unleashed in a storm that probably rival a nuke going off.
And there's also, you mentioned meltdown. There's also a form that's basically shut down, where they just completely go blank.
They go catatonic.
I actually have quite a few experiences of that version. When something stresses me out, I just stop.
Me, I'm a meltdown person, a shutdown person.
And then my face goes completely blank, and I have to be brought back into the world.
But I used to have a problem with, when I used to get annoyed with my computer, I had a cupboard. It was a really cheap, kind of crappy cupboard. But
long story short, you broke it.
Yeah, I smashed in the door panels and broke the side panels just because I got annoyed that side. It was either that or find someone to punch. So I went for the inanimate object, so it's a better choice. But,
can I ask a question? What would be best for a family member or a friend to help somebody when they're having a meltdown or
find someone who'll calm them down and use that, but generally don't go near them. Because if you try to stop them from melting down, you will become the target of the meltdown.
Yeah, from our experience, it's best just to let them have their space.
I have a friend, another friend who's autistic. No, his brother's autistic. They're twins, so it's a weird one. He didn't get any disabilities, but his brother's autistic. Really weird, don't know how that happened. But he had a meltdown once. And his mum, this is just after they found out he was autistic, tried to stop him. She ended up in hospital because she became the target of the meltdown. It was originally a wall, but she tried to stop him from punching the wall. He turned around and proceeded to unleash the meltdown onto her. And after that, he became incredibly depressed and suicidal. He's got help now, but because of that, because his mum tried to stop him, she became the target.
How do you come out of it?
Ironically, heavy metal music.
He did like
the most aggressive and angry-sounding music calms me down.
like handing them something they enjoy. So, for example, if they have like a Nintendo DS that they really enjoy, just like make them aware that it's there, and they'll probably like grab it and start playing it. And then you just wait for them to calm down. And
does trying to change a subject help?
No. Meltdowns are a release of pure instinct. It's them reverting to their base
and
primal instinct.
Until they calm down, the subject's always going to be at the forefront of the mind.
Yeah.
Until they calm down.
It's basically like calling an animal.
And I've also found from experience, when they've calmed down, don't bring up the subject again.
Yeah. I've been receiving end of a meltdown in the middle of Bexley Heath, which is always fun. Unfortunately, we couldn't do what we usually do, so we had to actually stop him physically from doing anything. So we had to pin him to the ground so he calmed down, because we knew that someone in a degree of ignorance was going to come up and try to stop him, and there were problems for him. So he stopped him. He calmed down eventually, mainly because we slid a Nintendo DS in his face. He calmed down instantaneously. Pokemon. On the bus for the next, on the bus all the way back to where he was living. Pokemon. Didn't didn't look up. His brother had to go, we're here. Go off, still playing Pokemon. Almost fell over twice.
And then you can probably just never take it off them until they've actually calmed down. Or you could just be back to square one.
The scary thing is now he has Pokemon Go. That's the worrying thing.
And as for shutdowns, I'd say the best way is to try and get their attention, like try and get them to focus on something else.
Shutdown is basically going catatonic. You need someone to wake them up from that. You need to wake them up from the trance.
Okay.
One case is just, what I found we're getting out of is Pokemon few times. It works all the time.
Although my mother, who's quite good on getting us out, like calming us down and getting me out of my shutdown, she has different methods of doing it.
I do what I call the brother method.
Yeah.
Just annoying.
Yeah, she gets me to focus on. She gets me to focus on her, and like she also gets, because I write a bit, like I write like stories and everything. She gets me to tell her about one of those. It's like, I've only made any development.
Credits for our mum.
Thank you.
This one. I was diagnosed quite late. I was diagnosed around 12, 13 years old, which is quite late.
I think you were at least 11.
Something like that. It was around that area. So I was diagnosed quite late, normally from birth or very early age, like before 1 year old. So she done a lot of research after that to catch up with him, who was born about 5. Who was like
5 years later, and I was diagnosed at age 7.
Yeah. And she's done a lot of research on it. She's now one of the biggest proponents of autism awareness I know.
Yeah.
That's one. No, next one. There's like probably an infinite list of what can be the negative aspects.
Yes.
No, I forgot to go. Just spam. I think there's one more. Yeah, there we go. Right. The videos we'll do. I feel we'll do them next. Can't remember one of those. Alright, with autism, there are many good points, but I've got to say these are my favourite ones. Loyalty is a major thing. If we have a connection with someone, we will be loyal to death. I'm incredibly loyal to my friends, that's why they name me Hound, because I have a dog-like loyalty. It's true, my loyalty is on the level of like a dog. How loyal, like a dog will defend its owner to death to make him safe. I will do the same quite happily for my friends. That's why I call me Hound.
I'm kind of the same way. I will never betray my friends unless they've betrayed me in the past. I kind of believe in revenge.
And if I do betray or upset, I consider it a cardinal sin. I consider it the most grievous sin in existence, and I hate myself for it. And I've done it many times, so I pretty much detest myself. Intellect is another one. Me, going by an example, I can create a film idea, any kind, in the basic bare bones of it in an hour, and it takes me a month to flesh it out to the point where I can probably make it as a film. Where it takes major film companies with, how many would you say is on a big time writing team? 10, 20 people?
Yeah,
10, 20 roughly, around there?
Something like that.
Takes them about a year, maybe 2. Takes me about a month, if I focus on it fully. They should really hire me to do the next Batman vs Superman film.
That sounds like wishful thinking. But anyway,
Be better than Zack Snyder did.
Anyway, I said I write like stories. Like I mainly write like my own little interpretations of things I enjoy.
Yeah, he's doing a Game of Thrones one at the moment, isn't he?
I'm doing as well actually. But I can basically do the same thing. I can get like as long as I have something to work with, I can make it work. I also kind of writing. I also have very good memory. Like I can remember things from when I was 5 years old.
Right. The best one he done was, what was it? You remembered.
Which one are you talking about?
You remember something involving me. It was like when you were like 5.
Yeah.
You remember something about me that I didn't even remember, and Mum and Dad barely remembered.
Yeah, because they chose to forget it.
Yeah, and he remembered it perfectly, down to I think the last minute of what happened.
And of course, I'm very interested in history.
Military history.
Yeah. I'll read a part of history and I'll just remember it. As I was saying, as like for anyone to say.
Whenever we're watching a quiz program, and a Roman question, Roman or Greek, like ancient Roman or Greek,
just like ancient foreign history.
everyone in the house looks at him.
And when they get it wrong, I'm like.
Because when he was younger, his fascination still was Roman and Greek history. He would research it, learn it, and know it. He knows pretty much most of the leaders. He knows what they did. He knows the battles. He knows the sticks of the battles. So like, for example, the last battle between Mark Antony and whatchamacallit. Yeah. He knows all the details on that.
Don't get me started.
He knows who had the bigger army, who won it, how they won it. what tactics they used,
and where they went wrong.
exactly. Not my phone's falling out of whereas me, I'm World War II, Chinese and Japanese history.
I also
He's a bit better than me, but my specialty is weaponry and martial arts and stuff like that. I can identify if I'm watching a film like I regret this. I was watching London's Fallen. Then who was in it? Gerard Butler film, awful film by the way. Completely unrealistic security settings in it. Awful.
Yeah.
I could identify every gun in that scene, which was sad. But I can identify every weapon. I can identify who made it, what it was used for, and what caliber weapon it is, and probably get a rough idea what the range is. Just by looking at it. Yeah. That's my thing. Because I'm a huge interest in military history to my granddad. He was in the army, First World Tank Regiment, World War II to Korea and Palestine. And ever since then, I've had this interest in military. I have huge respect for soldiers. And I just know about weapons, I know about swords, spears, all that kind of thing, how they're made, where they're from, what they're called. Martial arts, I can identify martial arts by watching it. I could watch a Jackie Chan film, and I could identify at least half the fighting styles he uses in one fight scene, just by looking at it, just by looking at techniques. Yeah, it's quite sad actually, but I just know I know. I have that ability to identify and memorise it. I can also mimic quite different well. On the next point, physical abilities. On a lot of cases, not hugely common, but sometimes people with autism will be somewhat superior in physical capabilities. Like they're stronger, faster, more agile, more durable.
Better hearing, better eyesight.
Yeah, generally they're better. Their physical traits will be better. Like a friend of mine, his strength is obscene. I mean, it's unreal. He can bench press about 1,000 pounds. Which is absolutely horrendous. He can bench and go. It's amazing. He can also. Obviously he done a twisting back flip on like just standing still.
Yeah.
And landed it perfectly. No, didn't fall over or anything. Landed. Yeah. Olympics here I come.
I should enter the Olympics.
Yeah, you should. Then the whole thing is he taking drugs, that kind of thing.
Shall we take a video for law?
We're going to go through it now, because it's not a long one.
Alright.
Just in bullshit, but it's not that long.
It's this one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about 3 minutes
Is this the
long.
hidden camera guy?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, shit. Video's not showing up.
Anyone know how to get YouTube on?
It was working earlier.
Oh, was it?
We checked it.
No, that's not working.
Okay, videos are no
Videos are a no-go, I'm afraid.
We'll try and show them at the end.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I know how this works.
Alright. I love technology. What we would do without it, probably a lot more than we would do now. Alright. For some reason, unknown, well actually it's kind of known, people with autism have this weird affinity with animals. It's mainly due to we are more in line with the base instincts of ourselves. We have more animal nature about us. We are a bit more open for our animal nature. We can interact with it better, we can actually become more animalistic a bit easier. So that's why we can bond with animals quite well. Like, for example, our cousins have a dog called Bob, big German Shepherd. Soft as butter, and he's a cat person, which is quite impressive. Every time my aunt and uncle try to get to sit down, be like, Bob, sit, Bob, sit, sit, sit.
Then we come along and say,
Comes over to me,
sit.
sit.
And he's just like,
Sit.
Yeah, exactly. Just listen to me. I'll tell him to lay down.
but then I decided, when I first said, I was like, lay down, he laid down, roll over, he roll over,
Yeah.
play dead.
And Nan has a dog called Polly, which is a French bulldog.
That is the most social dog I've ever seen.
It's a pig-off dog. But we were going out to London with our granddad, which kind of backfired on us for reasons. But Polly was sitting in the doorway, trying to run over us. I was like, Polly, in. Or he was snorting as he walked away.
Yeah. She's very sorry for that, she'll try to get in your face, so it's a big
Yep.
sense of thinking. Just like my cat Sam.
Yeah.
Because we have 5 cats at home.
Oh, my nice cats.
Yeah, it can be chaotic at times. And we have this one cat called Sam. And the instant we got him, he and I bonded, pretty much. And he's been in my face ever since.
And I have another friend of mine who's has a dog, husky, a beautiful dog. I love huskies. I love wolf dogs. Wolves and tigers are my favourite animals. I love them. And that dog, you can literally just tell it to do whatever it wants, and it will listen to it all the time. It's amazing. He can just do it in like camel tone. He doesn't have to like change his tone. He just has to go like, John, go. It's actually not called John. I say no. And he doesn't have to change. He just goes, go on. Runs over, does what he wants him to. Comes back, sits down, waits. So it works. Just has this link with the animal. That's it actually. I would do all the personal facts on that.
Video, but
yeah,
we know they're not working.
Yeah, technology.
Here's my favourite one.
Yeah. Again, that's a video as well.
Yeah, that's another video.
There's a website, there's a channel on YouTube called Watch Mojo. There's top 10 things. There's like top 10.
Top 10 cars. Top 10 famous people with autism.
Yeah.
They're not the only 10 people. It's just like they're the 10 celebrities who've accomplished the most, and they have
some
autism.
never know. Next one, go for the next one because that's not working because technology.
And just with the things, for example, the person who created Pokemon.
You just ruined number 3 on the list now.
Who
Spoilers now.
Who else is there? You can name a couple of other names.
Have you ever heard the actress called Daryl Hannah?
Yes.
Yeah.
She has Asperger's syndrome.
She came out quite recently there.
Yeah.
Mozart is another one.
Possibly, don't know. He died.
Isaac Newton.
Possibly again.
Yeah.
A lot of them, it was a case. The ones that are dead, it was like one of those. They might have, but we don't know.
What about Bill Gates?
Yes.
I need to do research and I forgot to do it. Unfortunately, I'm nervous about this, but possibly he might be. There's a pretty good chance he might be autistic.
And we have some autistic charities up here.
Another person that has autism, which is quite good, Dan Wood.
The guy who broke the Enigma code.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
Died,
possibility.
and back then autism was like, it was weird. We've got charities here, we've got loads. We've got National Autistic Society, Autism Awareness Campaign, we've got Athletes Get Into Autism, which is quite a cool one. I don't like the name, because it sounds very negative, it's like trying to get rid of autism.
When in reality they're just trying to make sports more autism friendly. And
they're doing awareness, treatments, education, that kind of thing, but like, the name is very, it sounds like one of the misguided charities wants to cure autism, which you can't do because it's a genetic trait that's like curing height. You cannot cure someone for being short by giving them a serum to make them taller. You can't do that, it's genetics, you can't change genetics without causing major problems. Like you try to rewrite someone's genetics and put one little thing, like a speck of dust gets in it, you basically destroy it. If anyone's seen Galaxy Quest, has anyone seen that film? You know people they teleport the pig thing up there? That's basically what you can do. Just by putting having a bit of dust fly into the thing, or if you're using the device to do it. That's basically what happens.
It's never a good thing to change a person.
Yeah, it's stupid, it's redundant. Autism Support Network, which is a website I used to go on. I haven't got it for ages.
It's doing well. It's doing well.
Is it? Because I remember there was a bit of issues.
Yeah.
There was some issues with some of the people when there were a lot of trolls getting on there.
Some ignorant people managed to make it on there.
Autism Network International. That's again another international. A lot of these do basically do the same things with just different names.
Yes.
There's a lot of them though. There's UK Autism Foundation, Treehouse.org, Treating Autism, Autism Speaks UK. There's loads. I didn't put any ones that are like trying to cure autism because they're.
We don't talk about them.
Next, this is the last slide next. Because sadly.
Okay.
As I said, it's based on its mutation. It's a bit like X-Men without the cool powers, which is really annoying. I love having Wolverine's powers.
And I love having brackets you got it, which sucks.
It does! I want Wolverine's powers.
Are there any questions?
Yeah, we can do questions now. We can figure out how to work the videos now.
Yes. I know you're at Bexley College at the moment.
Not anymore.
No, it came to an end.
Which schools did you attend?
He went to begin with, we went to Foster's Primary School.
When?
Yes.
And then we went on separate ways. He went to Cleve Park School. And then I went to one called Woodside Secondary School, which is, and the only reason he didn't go is because we didn't know about it at the time. But had we known about it, he would have.
Then I went to North West Kent.
And how would you say they helped you or didn't help you?
On a personal note, I hate Cleveland.
all in all, I think it did do me good to go there. All things considered.
Yeah.
I can
I didn't
stand.
get. Admittedly, I didn't get along with some of the teachers,
Right.
but that's just my personal issue. But
The,
all in all, it went well. And I would recommend other autistic people to go there.
Okay.
I hated Cleve Park.
Yeah, Cleve Park's not the best. To be honest, if you're
It's a good
if you're
school,
autistic,
it's just like...
it's not best for people with autism.
I think there is a new head there now, so... it
Yeah,
makes sense.
I didn't like it personally.
No,
It was
I
me.
got
I wasn't keen on Foster's either. Foster's a bit of a pain as well. But then again, I
But
don't
then
like school to do.
You didn't have a diagnosis then, so they didn't
Not
know.
until near the end of it.
No.
It was about year 6, about my time I got the diagnosis.
Yeah.
So
I went
they
to,
do know
then I
about
went to North West Kent for... How many years have I did North West Kent in total? How many years have I been in college?
5,
How many years have I been in college? That's 7 now, isn't it?
8 actually.
8,
I've
okay.
been in college
And
for 8
what
years.
did you study at college?
I'd done IT office work, which I absolutely hated because
So did I.
Okay.
I'd done art and design, which I enjoyed quite a lot. That was quite fun. As well, actually, that was the first place I actually did this presentation. Actually,
Yeah.
And
I did. I've done media courses after that, and the recent one I've done supporting internship, which is basically helping people with special needs of various types.
it's
to
either
get
to
jobs.
it's either to get them into a job or get them the skills they needed to get into a job.
And me and Jake are going self-employed and doing this for a job.
Yeah, I was in college, but I went to IT, but due to anxiety issues, I had to leave.
And of course, the teachers were awful.
Yeah, but then again, I don't really regret the decision because if I was in college then I wouldn't be doing this.
Oh, so you're going round now as a team?
Yeah, well, we're sorting out the last details, but hopefully we'll be able to do this as a career.
Okay, yeah.
Travel the world
But
and spread the chaotic word.
Still at home, are you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
we work from home.
So your mum knows you the best.
Yes.
So she knows what are your triggers
Yes.
that set you off.
Yes.
Most people who know me know my tricks by now.
Yeah. So what are your things that really set you off?
Depends how
Politics.
A lot.
Politics,
Okay,
yeah.
right.
Politics.
What people talking politics.
Yeah.
To you, yeah.
Politics, discrimination, racism, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
very negative things. So
Basically, yeah, very negative things. Just keep getting stressed by something can cause me
Yeah.
snap.
So
Not that voice.
you're both quite articulate, so it's
Yes.
more speech-based things rather
It's
than
speech or sound
physical.
or physical. It can be physical. I don't like being hugged, so if anyone hugs me, I'm always fine.
As for me, I am a bit of a hugger.
Unfortunately,
so you're a Sheldon. Do you watch The Big Bang
Yeah,
Theory?
yeah.
You're a Sheldon, and
Yeah, unfortunately, I have a friend who is the campus gay known to me. He's got Louis Spence times a million. Great guy though, really friendly. I love the guy, but he's a hugger. He's a touchy feely kind of guy.
okay.
And he's like, Zag, hugs me. I'm like, oh, get off! Touch his face!
Yeah.
Stranger danger.
I'm not trying to slap him away. I wasn't a seal
So
trying to slap someone.
how would you like someone to greet you? Do you mind a handshake,
Just
or do you
hi.
just
That's
hi-
it.
Just
or
a-
just
I'm-
not even a high five?
I'm
Depends how close I am.
I'm okay with
You're
handshake.
okay with
I'm
handshake?
okay with being touched as long as I know it's coming.
Yeah.
If they just do it out of the blue, that's when I lock up.
Though his face being made jump is hilarious.
Yeah, and I also don't like being made big jump. In fact,
I
my mum actually gave last time someone actually took me by surprise. My mother gave him an earful.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
I just say hi and that's it. Just carry on. I'm not really. I shake hands, but it's like one of the cases where
Yeah.
I don't shake.
See,
I'm inside one.
I've got two sons with autism. At one, I can say, you've done really good there. May I give you a hug? And you could go like that, and I will allow her like that. And
Yeah, I'm the
that's
same
it.
with mum.
But you know,
Yeah, I'm the same with mum.
there are times when you're a mum, you have to
Yeah.
have a hug.
I try to avoid as much as possible. I will run upstairs and hide and put it in the
Okay.
like rock back and forth.
Would you, if you saw somebody in trouble at the compulsion, to sort it out without thinking about it?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Done it before.
I mean, my son did that the other day. He went into the post office in Erith, and there was a man punching the man that was behind the counter. He had to come out for some reason. Apparently he just picked him up and threw him on the floor.
Well, I have respect for your son then, because yeah,
And but I get the other aspect of it as well. The other question I would like to ask was, do you meet many people that are also dyslexic, which he is?
Yeah, I know a few people dyslexic, yeah.
Because
I know long
he
ones.
was in special school from the age of 7 because he couldn't read and write to 11. And then there was nothing for him because I might tell you he was 60 this weekend.
Happy birthday to him.
And can I say something quickly that we didn't really cover in the presentations? Is that the interests that autistic
Oh
people
yeah, I
have.
forgot about that.
For example, the genres science fiction and fantasy are, I don't know why, but incredibly popular with autistic people.
Like, one example is Dungeons and Dragons. Me and Jake play it.
Yeah,
We love it.
and we're big like fans of Star Wars.
Lord of the
Like
Rings.
that. I think we believe that it's popular because it's of
It's freedom.
freedom. Like there's no limit to what you can do with
Like,
it.
I am a huge anime fan. I love anime.
Yes.
I love all
I
kinds of it.
also share that.
Because it's freedom. I like it. I like the weird ones, but I do like the serious ones as well. There's a few that are quite serious. Quite make you think quite a lot.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the
I like
best part is with anime, it's animation, and when you put animation with imagination, anything's possible.
those. Yeah. I mean, I've gone off like stuff like Pokemon and stuff like that because it's just like,
Yeah,
it's going on for too long now.
Pokemon's how we got into it.
Yeah, Pokemon. No, I watched like Visionesque Flow Name and lots of stuff.
Yeah, but
like
I
that.
got into it because of
Yeah,
that.
he's a Pokemon. He's what's called a Pokemon boomer. Me, I'm just anything.
Although now I'm so bored with Pokemon, I roll my eyes every time it's mentioned.
Is this a new thing with the Pokemon? Because my son's doing Pokemon at the moment, and he's out and it's like a treasure hunt.
Pokemon Go.
So you just sort of
It's
Yes.
he said
For
to
the-
me the other
now,
night,
for
can
the
you spell
record-
Thompson?
For
What
the
do you
record,
mean?
that was also created by an autistic person.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was created from Pokemon, but it was created by a different company. Nintendo had very little to do with it, actually. They just have the rights to the name, and they get the most money out of all the sales from it.
But it's different because it gets people outside
Yeah, so it's
And
supposed
causing
to be
problems.
things,
And,
that
but
gets
no, because it's causing problems.
Oh,
Because
I
people are
see.
watching their phone and having accidents.
yeah.
Because they're only looking at that.
There was an incident in New York, in Madison Square, I think it was Central Park, where they drove all the roads and people some people dying. That's not really right. That's not really right. Yeah, we'll basically hand the bit. Or you can be very aggravated. Yeah, I mean, as I said, I've got a friend, my friend who had shut down basically who's obsessed with Pokemon, has Pokemon Go now, and apparently he's going up to London today, so you can find up in there. That should be fun.
For some reason, Pokemon are really easy to find when you're in a zoo.
Yeah, it makes it's.
Does everybody know how this Pokemon works? We're talking about Pokemon.
It basically it's an app you get on your phone, and it's basically it uses AR, augmented reality, and you can basically hold up your phone, the camera, around, and it tells you there's one nearby.
Yeah, like the phone, like
It's
your
like a
phone
video
will go,
game.
yeah, this is like,
And it
there
will
is a
show up.
It's a
Pokemon.
video game.
And, and also, for example, like there is a rare Pokemon nearby, and
Yeah.
they'll like moment other people nearby get they'll like it'll be like a race to see who can get it first.
Yeah, there's that video on
Yeah.
YouTube with like everyone rushing through like a Charizard, which is a big dragon kind of thing, but it's
Yeah.
playing a fight.
They're
So
like,
everyone's going,
yes, and when
Yeah.
they get it, they're like, got it.
Yeah.
it's basically find it, and you basically it does like a bit of like a kind of chance game. It throws
Yeah.
a Pokeball, and it's like a chance you might catch
And,
it.
and also, you can like join like groups, like
Yeah.
gangs,
And
like,
you
or
do-
teams, as they call it, they give them team names. And you can like set things called gyms, like where you train your Pokemon.
Which would
And
be like a home or
occasionally,
something like
you'll get like players trying to take it from you.
Yeah, so every time someone goes past your house or wherever you set it, they'll try and take it over by beating your Pokemon. It's
Like for example, you have your entire team with you, like got high lines, and someone comes up and you all come out and they're like,
the only issue is there's one issue. Incredibly unstable at the moment. There's
Yeah.
so many people playing it, servers are having an absolute aneurysm over it.
Don't go there.
No. Oh no, my son saying the other night, my
Yeah,
husband,
no,
my
don't.
son went up to Buckingham Palace because there was a special one up there with his friends, and then he went off to Trafalgar
The
Square.
You're-
servers are crashing like every day
Yeah.
because there's so many damn people there.
yeah.
But, and your Asperger's end of autism, which you can travel and what have you, I'm dealing with a lot of more autistic end of the spectrum, and they are not independent travellers. So
Yeah.
the thought of them going out with a phone,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
nightmare.
Yeah, my friend who's got it has to go with his older brother who's literally just like, can we go yet? Can we go yet? Can we go yet? He hates Pokemon. He's never liked it. He's an anime fan like me, but he's never liked Pokemon. He's a mega fan.
I said I used to like Pokemon, but I kind of went off it. I'm not sure why. I just quietly phased it out of my life.
I kind of went off it because it's repeating a lot of the same themes in the original series, which is getting boring now. It's like once you repeat it like the first 42 times, it's really boring.
It's like, because when I was younger, now the Pokeball, well, my mum or dad would be reading something, and all of a sudden, Pokeball in their face.
Yeah, it's like catching mum and dad like music.
My son don't like phones. He can get quite angry and throw them.
I think everyone's done that at least once.
He's done it twice, smashed two.
The real trick is being able to throw it and land it where you want it to go. That's the real trick. if you make it land on a charger, it's like that's amazing. But the real trick is actually landing it where you want to go without breaking it. So that's the real trick. But yeah,
He also jumped on it just to make sure
He
it was.
really doesn't like phones. That's quite impressive. I've never seen anyone next to a Luddite or an Amish person actually hate technology that much. That's quite impressive.
But yeah.
It's the communication aspect of it, isn't it?
Yes.
It's what's going to be said on the call that he gets quite stressed about.
But yeah, I mean, stuff like that. The interests are what people. It's like if there's anyone autistic, let them like enjoy their interests. I like heavy metal music.
I wish he had an interest.
What he does is try to find it though. That's what
Yeah, so it can be, the hard part is finding the interest.
Like
He likes mending things, but it's usually with super glue. But, you know.
I got into D&D years ago because I played games like Baldur's Gate and Neverwinter Nights on the PC, which came out in like the 90s. So brilliant games, I loved them. Neverwinter Nights was the best one because you can make your own settings and stuff like that and like have people play. It was amazing. It was like actually playing the D&D game itself. Yeah. And that's what I played. I played those a lot when I was younger, and they got me into D&D. And I kind of phased out for a bit, and then I sort of thought, you know what, I need something to do. Yeah. Let's try this out.
I got into Dungeons and Dragons because of the creation aspect. Because the person who runs the game is called the Dungeon Master, and he creates the game. I love being that in that role because I can use my imagination to like create this world, this story, the characters.
The definition of the DM is God, storyteller, and narrator. Basically, he's the one who controls the world, and everyone else in it is just characters. It's basically like it's kind of like those stories where they like have the narrator actually describing them. Then it's like one day, and all that kind of thing. And it's like the characters carry on from where.
And he can like do some. It's like to manipulate like what the characters.
Oh yeah, he can.
For example, when I'm controlling the game, I could put like Zach's character falls into a pit. Which I actually did once.
4 times. 4 times.
The fourth one was an acid pit. That was fun. And I had to like make it so the others had to try and pull him out.
But he was the first person to do DMing. I was the second, which I carried on from his one.
Yeah.
And then now we've got someone else doing it, and then I'm going next with my one, which is I'm going to love my one.
The reason I'm not going next is I'm having difficulty thinking of the plot.
Yeah. We've basically got ours inspired from 2 different games. I've gone with the Witcher series, which are brilliant books and brilliant games. And he's gone with Dark Souls, which is the most
arguably the 3 hardest video games ever made.
Oh yeah, they are.
And yet the stories are beautiful and innovative. Like nothing has ever been done about it like it before. But oh my god, it's difficult. The number of people who've gone through so many Xbox and PlayStations playing it.
It is the most. I played one of the games as a branch of Bloodborne, which is obscenely bad. Oh my god, no. And he's going for.
I think you're going to like our final story tonight. All of us certainly did. It's about 2 friends.
For some reason, we can't really show the videos because the projector's not working with the video for some reason.
Yeah, YouTube isn't connecting on the screen.
Yeah, so unfortunately we can't show the videos.
Which is really annoying.
I don't know what it is. Why is it nothing? But you're saying about people being obsessed with things. Our little boy is obsessed with Minecraft and Plants vs.
Yes, actually, I'm not going to
and
lie.
he talks about.
I actually was a Minecraft player myself.
And I just don't. When I say to him, baby, I don't understand what you're saying because I really don't.
The best thing with Minecraft is, again, you can use your imagination.
Creativity.
Be creative. The only limit with Minecraft is the imagination and creativity, which is why I got into it in the first place. Jeez.
How old's your little boy? 7.
That's brilliant.
And yeah, again, for some reason,
Makes sense.
Minecraft is really popular with autistic.
Again, it's the creativity aspect. They can create things, and Plants vs Zombies.
In fact, I can't remember the name of this, but there's actually a multiplayer set up by an autistic mother that for it's autistic friendly. Emily, and let's just say she has the and people who own service have power to ban people. So like, if there's anyone being ignorant of something, she bans them. I've been on the server myself. Didn't spend much time on it, but I loved it, every second of it.
Basic creativity aspect, the fact they can build things and be free, that's what they like. They're not confined by this world which seems to be tailored for people who don't have disabilities over people who have disabilities. So it's kind of a case where it's kind of, the world at the moment is kind of fair for people with disabilities at the moment, which is somewhat annoying, which is why we're doing this. And, well, it's one of those things where it's hard to explain. The reason they like things like that is, again, freedom. They want freedom. They always want it. They want to be free to do what they want. Like me, I enjoy freedom, so that's why I hate politics and anarchists. I can't stand politics. I can't stand politicians. I'd rather be gone, but unfortunately we need them. Because I find politics to be confining. You're stuck with Democrats, Conservatives, Liberal Dems, Republicans.
One politician in particular that we can't stand.
Oh, they all these like factions, like communists and all that kind of thing. You have to stick with their ideology.
But
no,
with that politician, which is like, if you've been watching the news like in America lately, you probably know who it is.
yeah.
Yes.
Donald Trump.
Can I ask you a question?
Don't say
How
the
do you
words.
guys do you struggle with emotional stuff?
We can.
Yeah.
Can you just kind of explain
Okay.
that to me?
Originally, they believed that people with autism did not have emotions. They didn't have this empathy. The part of the brain that governed empathy was gone.
Yeah.
It was taken over by the autism. The way autism works, it's weird. It's part of the brain that governs creativity kind of takes over a lot of the other parts of the brain, social interaction, that kind of thing. You know? So it's basically areas of the brain that will generally govern creativity and stuff like that are larger than they should be. Like with other people, it's small. Like with normal people, it's smaller. But with people with autism, it's larger. It takes over a lot, and it takes over the empathy part. We do have empathy. It's just we don't understand how to process the information. We can't process it. It's like on a computer saying error cannot do this, which mostly probably the most common thing with Windows machines. Example there. This is quite a good example of an autism trying to process emotion. I can't process the YouTube. We can't process.
I was going to say, it just depends on who does, but I can't promise. But
We can't really process emotions out there. I can't really, I've got better at it because of being bullied, it kind of helps you. But a lot of people I know autistic can't read emotions properly. They can't tell if someone's upset and they'll say something that probably make it worse like that. We do have emotions, but we can't process how to control them, or we can't control them in general. Like my anger set. Yeah, when it gets to a certain point, control just takes a back seat and it's like, you know what, I'll see you later, I'm going to have coffee. Just goes. And then just unload.
Yeah.
The apocalypse walks in.
Admittedly, personally, I've been doing better. Mainly because I got the chance to do opportunities that he didn't really get a chance to, because we didn't know about them at the time. And so I kind of been the lucky one in this situation. Like I know ways to calm myself down.
Hi. Battery's running out. What's about it? Battery's running out.
And it's quite obvious when I'm reaching my breaking point. Right, and that's when, if there's someone who knows me nearby,